Hi everyone, again it's me, Lindsay. I know that it's been probably about a month now since I've uploaded anything due to a lot of crazy stuff going on with work, and then I'm also in school full time getting my paralegal assistance degree, so I was doing a lot of work for that, and then I had a family wedding to attend. I was part of a wedding, my cousin's wedding, who they just got married on October 1st. So congratulations, you guys. I hope everything was fun over in Harry Potter world and everything. So today, I just want to kind of jump back into getting back into doing my YouTube stuff and everything. And I'm in a different location. I'm actually at my own apartment where me and my husband and my child live. And wanted to talk to you guys about something that happened to me, and it really kind of irked me. So today's gonna kind of be a rant, and then I might film another video today to upload for next week. I'm not sure yet or not, but I'm gonna start jumping back into doing videos once a week at least. I just had to get everything in my life settled down a little bit, and now I'm back and I'm excited, and I'm hoping that I can continue with doing this YouTube thing, and I think it's just fun. It's great to do. I love it. So, further ado, I want to talk about the issue. So, me and my husband moved into this townhouse apartment because we're looking for a cheaper place to live. We are trying to save money to get a house, and we would like to be able to have a house in 2 years. We're both working on our credit scores and whatnot, so we're just trying to build all that up, and so that we can have a house and I can have hopefully a dedicated room to do YouTube videos. But speaking of YouTube videos, seeing how I keep getting sidetracked, I know the quality of my videos aren't like 100%. Obviously, I'm not a pro YouTuber yet, but I'm hoping by December I will have a camera and we'll be having better quality videos. But for now, it's just all I have is my laptop camera, so that's what I'm gonna use. So, as I was saying, me and my husband moved into this place not that long ago, and it's a 2-year lease, so we have to live here 2 years. But when we first moved in, there was this huge issue with the AC unit, and they were telling us, don't turn the AC unit off. It'll freeze over, and I'm like, that's not right. I should be able to turn my AC unit on and off. And is like a Sasquatch. He loves the cold. If I would let him keep the house at -10, he would have the house at -10. But obviously, I don't like the cold, but he does. So we usually keep the house a little bit cooler for him and my son. My son likes the cold too. My son seems to have the same kind of, my son has eczema, and so does my husband. And so they seem to do better in a cooler environment. So, I just get by wearing sweaters or jackets and covering up with blankets. So the issue started right after we moved in. The first thing they just told us was not to turn off the AC unit. Okay, fine. We don't ever really want anything turned off anyways. But when we first moved in, they turned off the power because the person who moved out before us, paid their bill off, and they turned off the power because they moved somewhere else and they had to transfer whatever they needed, the deposit or whatever. So obviously they turned off the power. So because they turned off the power, it obviously did something to trigger the unit. So once we got the power turned back on, the owners, the landlords, had some of the AC people come out. Now, these AC people, I would never hire for myself. Honestly, I would have gone with a different company. But it was like ridiculous. They kept telling us it was our fault that the unit kept freezing over because we wanted to keep it at 69 degrees. 69 degrees. That's not even as low as an AC unit should be able to go. So the fact that people were sitting here and saying, oh, you can't turn your AC unit to 69 degrees and expect it to not freeze over, that really peeved me off, because in the place we were living in before, we had it the majority of the time at 66 degrees, if not lower. So the fact that all we were trying to do, like, we were doing everything they instructed us, you know, bump the AC down only 2 degrees at a time. Obviously, like, I could understand if it was an older AC unit, it freezing over. But this was a brand new unit that was put in not that long ago, that there shouldn't be any issues with whatsoever. But as my point being, it's an AC unit. It's supposed to go get cold. It's supposed to keep a house cold. I'm not gonna keep my house at 79 degrees. I live in Florida. It's freaking 100 degrees the majority of the time. But so for like 2 to 3 months, we had been fighting with the landlord to get the AC fixed. Well, the first month we lived here, our electric bill was around $250 because we tried to keep it cool in the house. Like, we even got window units trying to keep it cool in the house. So that was higher than we've ever paid for an electric bill. Our electric bills everywhere else have been like $140. I mean, but I like honestly expected the electric bill to maybe go up $20-$40 because it is an older place. But the AC unit was new, so it shouldn't have gone up that much. So come to find out, so we're used to paying $140. Our electric bill was $250 the first month. And the big AC unit kept freezing over. Like, they would come and put Freon in it. This AC company would come put Freon in it and say, oh, it's fixed now. Don't worry about it. 2 weeks later, we'd be calling them to come put more Freon in it. And obviously that means there's something wrong with the pipes, or there's something wrong. You know, it was ridiculous. And so one night the AC unit was working pretty well. We had the week before we had informed the landlord that the AC unit wasn't working again. But one night it was working. So that one night we took advantage of it and dropped it down to like 68 degrees. Now I get up around 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I keep it at 68 degrees. I get my son up. I take him over to to my grandparents, who babysit him the majority of the time. And the AC people come over while Grant is home. My husband, is home by himself. Now my husband works majority of the time nights. So he got up and let them in and said, you guys do what you got to do. I'm going to go lay back down. So the AC people come in, and then they see that our temperature gauge has it set at 68 degrees. And they take a picture of it. And they send it to the landlord, because we had told the landlord our electric bill had never been in the 200 range before, and that they need to figure out. Sorry, my husband's PlayStation was going up. They need to figure out what's going on, why that our electric bill was that high. There's obviously something wrong with the AC unit, and this is what we've been trying to explain to him since we've moved in. And it's been we're on the second month now, obviously, because we got our first month's electric bill. So the AC people took a picture of the temperature gauge and sent it to the landlord saying, this is why these people's electric bill is $200, because they're putting it below the 72. And so the landlord texts me and my husband saying, the reason why your electric bill is as high as it is because ACs aren't supposed to go past 72. Think about that for a minute. Somebody's trying to tell me that an AC unit isn't supposed to go past 72 degrees. And keep in mind, we live in Florida. So if anybody's ever been to Florida, you know what the weather's like the majority of the time. And we moved into this place in the middle of summer. So I text back very nicely because I'm like, AC units should be allowed to go to what temperature you'd like, unless you're trying to put it at a -5. Then obviously, yeah, I can understand it freezing over. But we were just putting it at 68, and the place that we lived in before, we kept it usually around 66, if not lower, and we never had a problem with that AC unit, and our electric bill had never been that high. And we lived in a really large apartment, a larger apartment than the apartment we live in now. So the landlord is trying to tell me that, basically trying to infer that I'm the stupid one, that I don't know how anything works and whatnot, and that not to put the AC below 72 again unless I want a high electric bill. So I guess these AC people finally got somebody out here who knew what they were doing, that went into the roof and fixed the problem, because after getting on our second month's bill and it being $200 again, we enter our third month. And this guy, I don't know his name. I wish I was home with my husband when he actually fixed it. He said that all the other guys had no idea what they were doing. There was something in the roof. I don't know. I wasn't around when he talked to my husband. But basically the guy fixed it. And our AC's been running perfectly since then. We've been able to go to whatever degree we wanted and keep it as cold as we wanted. And it's been nice since this. I wish I knew his name. I'd say thank you to him. He obviously knew what he was doing. All the other people had no idea what they were doing. They would spend hours just walking around outside, looking out the outside unit. I think one other guy before climbed into the roof to see what was going on up there. But needless to say, this one guy was a good guy, and I'm glad he was able to fix the problem. But I was still very angry with the landlord for trying to make it seem like it was our fault when we moved. The moment we moved in, we've had problems with this unit. So this month's bills come recently, and do you want to take a guess at how much our AC unit bill was, our electric bill was? That's right, $140. I don't know why this landlord didn't understand. I don't know, because me and my husband, we usually keep it dark in the house. The only thing that runs the majority of the time is the TV and the washer, maybe. We don't have a dishwasher. But so obviously I was right in saying that we should be able to keep the temperature at whatever degree we wanted, that the AC people were wrong. They didn't know what they were doing until this one guy who finally fixed the problem, and our electric bill went down $100. So needless to say, definitely was the one weird experience that I had. But I just don't like being told that basically I'm stupid and I don't know anything because I'm a girl, blah, blah, blah. But obviously you were wrong. I mean, he was wrong. And we've kept our electric bill down, and we've kept the temperature pretty much at 69 or 68 the majority of the time, because we like it colder. We just do. So yeah, that was my rant about what has happened since we moved into the new place. Other than that issue, I mean, we had an issue with our water bill, but that they explained to us that was because they were changing out the meters, and that the meters would be more accurate now, in which they've been. It's been about the same we would have been paying at a different place, even because we didn't have a dishwasher in this place we moved into. So I thought the water bill would be lower, which it is now. We just had 1 month issue. But I mean, that they explained that the city was getting all new water stuff. So that was fine. Like, the people at least explained that, yeah, the old meters read differently than the new meters. The new meters will be more accurate from now on. And that they were sorry about that. And I'm like, thank you. I mean, at least you're not telling me I'm the stupid one. I mean, I'm not a stupid person. I understand how, I can't fix an AC unit myself, but I understand how the electricity became an issue with the broken AC unit, because the AC unit would just click on and off all the time. And then that's when we were like, okay, we got to turn it off completely because we can't just leave it on and let it click on and off. That's just writing up our electric bill. So, yeah, that was, I mean, I've never had a issue like this before. And obviously, a lot of people might find this story not to be that interesting, but that's just something I wanted to get off my chest because I didn't like the fact that someone made me feel like I was stupid when actually I was right, and my electric bill proved me right this month, and I'm sure it'll keep proving me right that it's not an issue that we bump down our AC or whatnot. And now with maybe winter, because we do live in Florida, so winter is like 1 or 2 weeks out of the year. The majority of the time, we'll get to see if our heater works. So that, I'm sure, will probably be another issue. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And so I just want to thank you guys for watching my video. And I'm trying to come up with more ideas. If you have any ideas or if you have questions and you guys want me to do a Q&A video, I'll do a Q&A video. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I'll put the stuff in the bottom. You can follow me on Snapchat. I don't snap a whole lot, but if I get more people who want to follow me on there, then I'll try to snap more. It'll just be a lot of my boring day job of, of me looking at papers, because that's all I do. And my son, you'll probably see tons of snaps of my son. My son's like the main thing I try to snap because he's the most adorable little cunning thing. So, all right, I want to say thank you guys for everybody who subscribed. I know I know we're just getting started, and I can't wait till we just take off and I can make videos, and I love doing this. It's so much fun. I love just sit here and talk with you. So thank you, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Okay? Bye.